Hi everyone. So this is gonna be a special video about my fitness progress. So I was very skinny back then when I started my college, and that time I didn't knew like bodybuilding was even a thing. Like my perception was very different, and very later in my life I realized that now I need to have a good body, which is lot of effects. So I want to share my one of my transformation journey which I've done. For you guys, I don't think you will feel that kind of transformation. For me, it is a very big thing because I remember I was very skinny. Like I could literally see my skeleton, and so those photos I will post over here somewhere so that you can see. And I think I'm like 5'9", 5'10" by my height, and that time I was around 50 kg, something like this, and very skinny. And from there, actually, the whole thing started. So I want to show the progress. I have a lot of advice to you, but I don't. You should see my body and progress, and if you feel like I'm the right person to give you advice or not. So you'll see. You have seen my all the old video photos. Now I'll try to see. So this is right now I am. Today is the 2024. Uh, month of August is about to end, and those photos which I've showed you was around my college days, which is around 2017 or 18, something like this. And I didn't actually started working, but working out. But I started working when I got my first job, which is 2018. And in 2018, after like for 7 or 8 months, I had some money. I kind of saved some money, and with that saving, I started my body fitness journey. So that time I did gain some weight, but not muscle, but just only tummy. So I came around 60 kg, and that time I started gym. So so my first exercise had been started from, like, you can say, properly from 2000, like half of the 2018, like you can say 2019. Actually, I started seriously lifting, right? And these are my results from then. So as you can see from those photos, there is a huge difference. Uh, the social media saturated so much that you will not feel that this is a good progress. But for me, it's like I've came from 50 kg. I'm around 73 kgs nowadays, and I'm like on kind of bulk, unwanted bulk here. I'm living with my parents, so there it's very hard to do cut. I have to eat a lot of home cooked rice and parathas and all. So that is ruining me. But soon I will cut and probably show you another side where I look very lean, so that you can see. So this is my overall progress right now, right? And I know it's not that enough, but for me, where I've started, it's quite a lot. And my life has been quite good. If you ask me, my life has been quite good, and I don't want to change anything from my life. But one of the regrets which I has that I could have started lifting earlier. That would have definitely helped me. What I mean is that when I was, as I told you, if you see my previous video where I was a security guy, like doing night shift, and the day I was going college, right? And at that time I had a lot of time in the night because of the work, because of my nature of the work. So I used to watch a lot of videos and sleep and all, right? But I could have done bodybuilding at that time, free weight, body weight. I didn't have to do a lot of thing over there, but I could have done it. But problem was that I didn't knew that bodybuilding was a thing. Bodybuilding was a part of what do we call it? Transfer, like, self improvement, right? So yeah, I didn't. I started very late, and one of my actually I had some idea, but I thought like bodybuilding is just like everybody else, right? Bodybuilding is lot. You require a lot of capital, you require a lot of money, like you need to have your proteins on check, and gym fees and everything, right? So proper training, it takes a lot of time and everything, and I was in the college, so I wanted to maximize on the part of learning, which is one thing. But now if I look back, instead of playing some mediocre level sport or something, even that I was not very consistent. I would suggest myself. Actually, I don't want to change anything from my life. I'm really satisfied with the progress and where I am. But one thing I slightly have changed, that if I could have started early. Why I'm saying that, even though if you don't have money, like don't think that if you because actually it kind of right thinking when you don't have a lot of money and protein and everything, you think that you everything will be go waste and it will be hard to maintain and everything. That is a kind of true, but still I would recommend joining gym as early as possible. I remember one of my flatmates who I met. He was too much into bodybuilding and he used to go gym. And I didn't tell him that I was doing even part time. Even my roommate didn't knew about that. So maybe he knew. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. So I told him, yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, he used to go gym and everything. When I met him after some time, I told him, bro, you should have slapped me and sent me to the gym or something like this. That would have been really life changing thing for me. That was a funny thing. But still, why I wanted to go back and do that, even though if you don't have money, because when I started, although I had everything, but my posture was fuck. Like, you need lot of time to understand how to do, like how to lift weights in a proper form and everything, right? Every exercise required a form. And now I can tell you, like 90%, 99% of people have bad posture. Like your foundation is wrong. Like it's like you are trying to stand on a pole which is not straight. Straight pole or something like a chair. Like if you have a chair which is very straight, like four legs are very straight, you can comfortably sit over it, put a lot of weight and grow. But because your body is not straight, you have been like tilted or something because of your bad posture, because of sitting too much or using laptop too much. You have this problem called what do we say? Rounded shoulders, something like where your shoulders are inside like this, and there is something called anterior pelvic tilt. So these kind of problems generally a lot of people have, and I didn't knew that I had those things, and lot of people have this thing. If you really start, I rarely see somebody who is very good with the frame kid. Whoever is very athletic or something, they would probably have it. But whoever is sitting a lot of video game on the phones and everything. So 90 of that time, old people generally had good frame because they were the social media was not there, internet was not there, so they had good frame. But nowadays, I say all those people have this problem. So what I want to say is, if I would have started earlier, it's like I would have spent six. Like now, I actually have spent a lot of time, like 1 2 year, you can say, correcting my posture. So I had this problem where this thing was like my shoulders were rounded like this. So this was like this, like this. So now I have to open up like this, right? And this thing still I have little bit called anterior pelvic tilt. This thing tummy will go out, and you will have this arch like this arch S shape. It should not. So the best scenario is to you tuck in. Instead of this thing, it should be like this. I have removed it quite a lot, but when I actually started, there was so much of it. So if back then, let's say I didn't, now to correct this thing, I don't require a lot of protein or a lot of extra thing. So if I would started early, I would have noticed these changes in my body. And there are a lot of learning I have to learn from YouTube. Like you have to constantly learn. I was watching a lot of bullshit thing. Maybe as later when I started lifting, my whole feed was with Athlean, Jeremy Ether. These are one of my favorite YouTubers. I would watch their video. I even recommend you watch them. So these guys feeds were, so I was like learning something. My feeds were like not wasting, right? I could have done that. So one takeaway which I want you from the video, if you are getting confused, start bodybuilding, you're thinking maybe you have, when you have a lot of money or when you have a lot of time or something, then you will start. That is not the right thing. You start as soon as possible, because you don't have to lift a lot of weight. Probably you'll learn 6 months to understand how the lifting is done, how each like I know if you start with, first of all, you do this chest exercise, all the pushing movement you'll do, you'll not able to feel your chest. Most probably it will overridden by your shoulder or triceps or something like this, so you will not feel it on the chest. So you need to learn how to concentrate your mind muscle, we call it muscle mind connection, right? That thing has to be learned on each part, on the chest, on the shoulders, on the triceps. Like you will take like 6 months to properly, even right now I'm still correcting myself, even after being doing it for like more than 5 years, right? Even I'm correcting right now. So think like it's 6 months you would be doing a lot of exercises wrong. You cannot do deadlift because your weak cores are weak, you're not able to feel your glutes while doing it, right? So those things has to be come in picture. So there was lot of mistakes you can do, and probably when you start gym, you are not going to hit lot of weights initially. Probably your body could do it, but you will do it in a wrong form, and that is not the right way of bodybuilding. So I would say start as early as possible. Learn how actually learn about the bodybuilding through online material, and learn the form, which will probably take you 6 7 1 month or something, a year or 2 3. So after 1 or 2 3 years, you will be probably done with all your errors, and then you will find your balance, what kind of exercise fits you, what kind of food fits you, and then actually the training begins, right? So think about like if I would have started that time, it didn't require a lot of protein or something, because most probably I will doing only one or half hour learning the form and everything. So you can use that time to go through. As soon as start learning and the money is flowing, then you can actually go deep dive into a lot of protein and a lot of supplements like to boost your testosterone and these all things. So takeaway is that start as soon as possible, because you're gonna waste a lot of time learning about form and a lot of errors, and that will probably take a year or 6 months, right? So at that time you don't need a lot of protein or something like that, a lot of money, just a gym face, right? And slowly, so first what you will do, whatever the fat you have, that you will start losing, right? And then you will have a very lean body, and then actually the muscle building will start after that. So yeah, I had a lot of things to say before this video, but yeah, one of the things I wanted, yeah, this was it, and a few of the things which I want, like a lot of people do a lot of incorrect exercises. So first few things will be to learn the form, and then you will have to do a lot of posture correction exercise. Like for the rounded shoulders, you need to do open up your chest. So there are multiple exercises, and right. I remember one funny one is that this cow exercise, cow girl or something like this, so which used to open your chest a bit. And a lot of one of the key face pulls is to correct your back, right? And this rounded shoulder thing that has to be done. A lot of different kind of lunges and this all thing to, and now you probably would have tight hip flexors. Hip flexors are basically if you're sitting too much, there is a muscle over here which connects your thighs to your pelvic, and those if becomes tight, you will have this interior pelvic, like you will have a butt like Donald Duck. And in that case, what happens? Your tummy looks like very odd. You look like a fat, skinny fat, but you basically have bad posture, and because of that, your tummy is outward, like it's a bucket tilted forward. So you need to fix that and bring that bucket straight, right? And then you will look more leaner and everything. So this correction and learning about form probably take 1.5 year, and then so let's start doing early even, and then actually once you are learned, then you can really go like with a very big weights, right? And that time you require a lot of supplement protein or something. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, their first go-to exercise is chest, right? You start doing push-ups, and that is the worst thing you can do. Why? Because so everybody's, I see, like my one was also favorite was like doing some bench press or something like this, because I used to feel like you wanted to have this big chest, right? Like, and problem is with that, it is always this movement, basically you're rotating everything inward. When you do a lot of this thing will go inward. That is very wrong to build it. Now basically you are ruining a structure, you are ruining the foundation, right? If you have a chair and one of the leg is tilted, like it's bent, if you put a lot of weight on it, that's going to collapse, right? But if you're straight, you're going to be stay firm. Think like this. So when we do a lot of push movement, these rotations come, and that is very bad. So I've seen a lot of people doing only push-ups as the. I've seen a lot of people giving advices. Hey, you just start with push-ups. It is way better than doing nothing, but still, I would not recommend just doing push-ups. Right? You need to have this reverse pull exercises, which basically push this thing away and opens up your shoulder. I've seen a lot of people have great body but little shoulders. But if you have very wide shoulder, you can have like this big V taper kind of look, and that will only happen when once you open up your chest, and your all the muscles from your back becomes weak because of this all pushing movement, and you have to correct. So I've gone through these errors, so probably again learn from it. I think I will make another video where I list down exactly what mistakes I did and what you can do. uh, I think I'm so excited that I'm just trying to forget a lot of things. So yeah, you can never, I will say anybody to do any one kind of challenge. Like just doing push up, push up, push up. That is very bad. Uh, it is better than doing nothing, but still I would recommend don't fuck up your posture just because doing push ups. Only kind of this will rotate forward, and then you will have very crooked body. This thing will be like this, like this. You will have like this, and you can see from the side. The better is like this. This is the best. So if you do a lot of push movement, it will go like this. But if you just balance it, it will be a wider shoulder and like big frame. And your back exercise, I think. So because of this, my favorite exercise used to be bench press. And even no, not with bench, with dumbbells, I will do dumbbell chest press. The dumbbell, because dumbbells help you because in the barbell, basically, one, if right hand is very strong, it will take away all the weight, and only little balancing is required on the left hand. But if you have dumbbells, everybody, like each of them has to pull. There is no connection between other hand to help. So you have to push actually, and it kind of, you can have, and a lot of people will start pushing movements over here, which is very bad. That you'll fuck up your shoulders. So try making do it from here. Yeah, one of the biggest injury I got was there's something called ego lifting, which I would recommend not doing. What I did basically, uh, that actually gave me a injury. I never like liked doing things with the barbell, so always with dumbbells and everything. One day I came and I was kind of being lazy, and there was somebody has already, like I was trying to experiment. Like I was doing dumbbells for a long time, and now I thought maybe I'll try with barbell. And on incline chest, there was a barbell already set up. Somebody have already done a weight, and I just thought like, okay, maybe I didn't even warmed up or something. I did warm up, but yeah, I just, yeah, it was a little bit. I actually did it. Sets of three, one I completed. And then what happened? There is a guy came and who also started joining me, and he was very smaller than me, and he was like lifting quite a weight. And I thought like, fuck man, I've been doing this for a long time. This is a beginner who is coming and lifting so much weight, because everybody has a different body, right? But I was so blinded by my ego that he was lifting so I was also lifting something like this, right? And what happened is that I got a call, and my phone was connected to the speakers, the music system, and I go back and try to check that phone and thing. And when I came back, the other guy actually shifted the seat little bit or did something with the seat. Now my seat is little lower than what actually it was, and I was pushing. So I already have done. So this was a very huge weight, which I've never tried, because I've never tried with barbell on the first place. I used to go heavy with dumbbells, and it was in my range. That weight in my range, a little bit more. Just I thought maybe I could go today. It is kind of PR. So and now, because when I came back, the seat was put down a bit by the other person, but I didn't notice it once I sit, and then I feel like this, my hand is not reaching, like properly not reaching to the bar, which is stacked over there. And just because I have already done two sets of those weights, same weights. Now this is the last, so I kind of been lazy, and I just like raised my hand and try to get it. So now, because I was too far, one, I actually, my right hand was quite strong, so I could catch it, and second one was still, it was too far, and once I grabbed this thing clutched like this. So my left hand actually went like this behind my back and the weight, and I could hear that sound of my broken tissue or tendon or clutch like this, and it felt it somehow. I just handled it and kept the bar, and then I woke up. Like when I see, like I could not feel my left shoulder, and for like next, for a week or something, I couldn't even lift my hand like this. So it has to be only like this. I could not lift, and that kind of put all my progress to stop. Even I like started losing a lot of muscle which I have already built. And yeah, so this was like a laziness plus ego lifting. I never tried with barbell, and And I don't know why that day I experimented. I should have done with my dumbbells. So that I did over there, and it kind of fucked me. And now after that, what has to do just to recover it? What I did was only did legs or something. Even I could not legs because of this thing I could not even do squat, because in squat you have to put your hand behind, right? So I get this now. So, very problem with the squat. So kind of only I was able to lift, like do little more things. So I started doing squat with dumbbell in front of my, like this, goblet squat or something like this, and slowly then deadlift or something I started. And now for that, for 1 or 2 years I stopped doing chest exercises or anything. But yes, for after like 4 or 5 months I could lift shoulders. So now shoulders was going, but I could not do anything where I has to go back. Like that was very hard for me. My hand has to go back, and that limited my lot of options. Even yeah, I did a lot of correction for that. Probably I'll make a video about that. Uh, so that kind of hampered my progress. But yeah, it was actually it happened early, so that because of that I became very careful. Now it is all right. After that, few more times actually I had this problem again, where again this thing happened, and then I kind of gave the rest for 2 3 months, started doing it. So 3 months ago I actually had this problem again. I did something stupid, went more lot of weight with my left hand, and kind of re-bruised those injury. And so again then I stopped doing chest for long period of time. Now I'm actually being going to start again. So I have lot of insights which I want to actually document and share. Probably in the next 4 or 5 videos there will be a lot of bodybuilding videos, which the mistake which I've done or something like this. I hope you're there to watch that, and feel free to give comments or any opinion you have. I'll have to reply them, any advice or something. But yeah, if you're thinking, the motto of my video was that if you're thinking that you don't have money or something and you're gonna start late when this X thing has to be done, don't do that. In even life, whenever you think, like even today, I didn't wanted to make this video today. I actually wanted to do it in the when I was on a cut and when my abs are visible. But I don't know when this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put a timeline, because sometimes no, like perfectionism is a killer for a lot of things. I know. I don't know. There is a quote something like this. Perfectionism kill a lot of things, right? Just to be have perfect scenario to start something. That way I have lost a lot of things, and probably I have learned from it, and now I would recommend don't go for it. Don't wait for perfection. Don't perfect in one perfect thing. Start with whatever you have, and probably you will not require a lot of protein and a lot of investment. Even though one other thing I felt like, because I was doing night shifts that time, I didn't used to see sun. My diet was shitty. Probably my testosterone would have dropped at that time very low. I could tell it, but I've never tested. Now even at some point I feel like I'm very tired or something. That time my testosterone might have dropped, but I never tested it, because there is no point of testing your testosterone, because even if it is low, you will improve. Like start eating right, add your vitamin D's and everything, and whatever supplements you can take, Silajita, Ashwagandha, whatever. And even if you have high, so there is no change what you're doing. If it is low, I will do the certain X thing. Even if I higher, I will not do, I will still do the X thing. So there is no point of measuring it and getting wasting that money, wasting the time going to labs and everything. And even knowing will put you a lot of anxiety, and like it's like a self fulfilling loop. Once you have anxiety is also a source of depreciating testosterone. So you don't want to put anxiety or stress on your body, right? So yeah, I think I have a lot of insight which I wanted to share. If you really want me to make more videos like this, please, you need to have to comment or like or something. Then I will think that okay, these videos are valuable, so I'll create more of it. Otherwise, I'll go back to the mode of this channel, other things which we post. So let's see you in the next one.
Who are you? My God! I'm gonna become stronger than any